Anyways, hey everyone, welcome back to the episode of Let's Nothing. Anyways, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. This time we're going to talk about losing your save game files. So, it was actually a very interesting topic I saw from Happy Console Gamer. Happy Console Gamer. God, I can't say anything again today. Happy Console Gamer said his his stuff and all that stories and all the lost game files and saves he lost. Just trying to save a game and then something happened to someone overwriting the game you didn't want to, or it just completely went away without no intention of not even there for some apparent damn reason. I just don't know why. It just never, something you don't know. Back then, we're talking like back then, let's go with older kind of consoles. Maybe PS1, 64, past that. Not past that, GameCube, PS2, Xbox 360. No, like before that, like Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Genesis, all that stuff. Okay, so I actually have some games right here that I can think of off the top of my head, actually. And if I actually think of any others that comes to mind, I will tell you. I guess maybe I should have enough time to actually look at all my games to see if I can actually get any, file corruption, but not really, honestly. I'm looking at all of them. Not a single one. Yeah, not really a single one. I'm not looking at my Super Nintendo either, but no, not Super Nintendos or 64s or anything like that. So, alright. I only got 4 games here that I really lost the save data files, and it kind of made me mad. But, one magical one. But I'm going to tell you that magical one for the last. For the first one, we're talking about the very first save game file I can remember for a fact that it was my cousin's fault. Alright, well, maybe it was my fault in general when I tell you this story. Number 1, there's only 4 games in this list, right? Just pointing out. Number 1, Daxter. Daxter is a game I played a lot when I got the PSP. It was mostly a launch title game with it. There's not that many games I would have even bought for the PSP other than just Daxter and a couple other games I still have here. I only have like 7, just telling you right now. Daxter was a very fun, oddly good game, just because I didn't think Daxter would probably be that good as in, Jak and Daxter, or just Jak itself now. But Daxter is honestly a fun game. I didn't know that, they can make a bug-like swatting game into an actual fun game. There was really, no good games like that anymore. But, Daxter, alright, it's my story of this game. I played a lot when I got it. Of course, I got a brand new console, PSP. It's brand new and all that. Oh, if you want to see the UMD disc, which I hate these. I wish I didn't even have the fucking white thing. I wish it was just the disc itself. It would be so much unstressful if it wasn't that. But, yeah, that's the disc, the hard copy, and the other thing, and the whatevers. The thing I like about the PSP and PS3 games to tell you about the map and all that stuff in the back of the case, or cover art of the cover, which you can see through it in the inside. And well, okay, so I didn't know how far I was in the game at the time, because maybe I didn't pay attention to the percent, or I don't know if there was any percent of the game that could tell me how far it was. But one day, I let my cousin play the PSP. He never played the PSP. He never experienced it. I let him play at the PSP. And I said, I remember this for a fact, do not save over it. He didn't know even how to do that. He just didn't know. So, I let him play, like a new game. I should take off the memory card. I really should have done that. But I let him play a new game and all that. And then, apparently when he was done, he was starting to leave. Oh, by the way, this is Exceeding Wolf when he was about the age, maybe 11. No, no. Maybe he was maybe he was like 12 or 13 or 14 or something like that. I don't know. He was at the age of about preteens. That was like now he's like 18, 17, 17, 18. One of those two ages. But Exceeding Wolf, although known as Josh, he he was playing my save, my save. I didn't know. I thought he was actually playing a new game. Uh, at first he wasn't actually. Oh, at first I was. Okay, at first he wasn't playing a new game. He was just playing from where I continued on. I was like, oh, he got lost, so he kind of just pressed the home button and got out. He got back in. He didn't know what the hell to do. So I told him just to press a new game, and he did. And apparently he saved over it. Because apparently he had to make his name Josh or whatever the hell he's putting in the name of the save file. He put in Josh, but he overwrote my first one, which is the only good data I have on it, and Josh got rid of all my file of Daxter. Later on, I was really mad and pissed off, but he wasn't here. Like, he wasn't there, that he knew that he erased it. He didn't know, because when he was leaving, I guess he saved or whatever the hell he did, and then he just turned it off. I was playing, who knows what I was playing. Probably playing GameCube or PS2 or the Wii. I don't think was out yet. I don't even think I had the Wii yet. Maybe 64. I was playing something. I hear her, Mom. But I was just playing something or doing something. That's all that mattered. He was playing on PSP. Okay, also the DS. I remember that too. I also have a PSP, and I turned it on the next time I wanted to play Daxter. I looked for my save file. I'm thinking, what the hell happened? I'm looking through my PSP. I'm looking, like, where the hell happened to it? Where's my PSP save file? I can't find it. I just cannot find it. And my house is really, really noisy. My mom always likes making my house noisy. So I was just looking through my PSP like, oh my god, where the hell is it? Oh, not my PSP. My save memory of the game. I'm like, where the hell did it go? That's when I realized two things. He saved over it, or he deleted it. So I'm going to go with the idea that he saved over it, because when he was playing, he got to like 5% in the game. And that was just an hour, so maybe that's kind of good or bad for him. I don't know how far it was. It was like the first world, maybe, and he didn't have that many collectives and all that, or swatted that many bugs. But he wasn't far at all. And the game cutscene was kind of long, but honestly, he saved over my game save file. That is my story on Daxter. That's 1 out of the 4. Next one is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2. This game is my #1 game I played a million times on my PSP. I was not playing Sonic Rivals. I was not playing Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. I was not playing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes or Crash of the Titans or SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 or Daxter. I did not get this game yet, or Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. My PSP doesn't work with the reading the disc thing. It does, but very, very, very slow. Like, it never loads. I have to fix that somehow. But when everything was fine and handy dandy, I was playing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 2. This game was so freaking good. I just played it non-stop. I unlocked almost everything in the game. My deck was Elemental Heroes, because that's what's the main person in this franchise, the GX franchise, had Elemental Heroes, and I was really good with the game cards. And then Tag Force, I really do like how you have to be teamed up with anybody else you wanted. I was teamed up with Jaden, then Zane, and then Jesse, and then Cyrus, and then Alexis, Chaz. What's the Dino guy's name? Hasselberry, and just a couple others, and Astro Phoenix and all that. And I was really good at it. I almost lost no duel, except for there was this one girl I remember in the game. She had this one deck I was really mad about. I could sometimes beat her, then I sometimes not. It was always like a head-to-head kind of battle thing. But at the time, I was really good at this game. I unlocked everything. I had everything. Had what I wanted. I had mirror forces to light swords, swords of revealing light, and all that stuff. Then, one drastic day, I had to let a stupid kid play it. My mom had friends over, and they brung millions of kids. Like, not millions, but like a bunch of kids. I did not want to play any of my consoles. I barely wanted them to play my PSP. I let them play my DS's. I had like 3. I still have, well, I have a DS. Well, here. An original DS. A DS Lite. And I had another DS Lite, but I traded that already. Just because I didn't want another one. And I have my 3DS. But at the time, I had a lot of, you know, ow, my nose. DS's. So I don't just play most of my PSP and my DS's and Game Boys and all that. All my games were fine. Everything was fine. Every game was fine. I looked at every game they played, Donkey Kong to Metroid to another Yu-Gi-Oh game, and then Mega Man and some other ones. I was playing with them. They wanted to. There was like maybe an extra kid or two wanted to play a console game. So I was like, okay, I'll play with you because I don't want to be bored. So I played like the GameCube or 64 because that was the only games consoles at the time could even have 4-player play activity. Not with online, not 360 and all that. But we did. We played GameCube games. We played Sonic Riders. We played Smash Brothers Melee, and I believe playing Mario Kart Double Dash. I remember playing that one a lot. And yeah, I did play this 360. I have 2 controllers that's just wired and then 1 wireless, so we did play that too, actually. It was when Halo 3 was on the rage. Halo 3. And I mean Halo 3. Halo 3. Not ODST, just 3. It was on the rage. I was like the highest rank. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Shadow, why do you play this so much?" Because I love Halo, my favorite first-person shooter game ever. Fuck Call of Duty fans. But I did not see them. I did see them. But I didn't know they were gonna save over my file of Tag Force 2. They saved over my file of it because they had to make a new deck, a new game. And I'm like, oh my God. And then when I wanted to play, I think it was about maybe weeks after, just because I learned that you can do something in the game with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2 and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I have it now. The Beginning of Destiny. You saw me unbox that. But it wasn't my Beginning of Destiny. It was my friend's, Justin's. When he came over, he learned that we can both get money and cards out of this like for free. It's unlockable only by connecting both of them together with the PSP USB adapter thing to the PS2. So we were doing that, but when we learned, my Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2 was overwritten. Yes, overwritten, overwrite, whatever you want to call it. Not there anymore. So I had to, honestly, I had to redo it all over again. But I didn't want to do it again. It took me a year and months to even do what I had to do in this game. Yes, there's Tag Force 1 and 3, which never came in America, but it did later on, but just extremely hard to find. Tag Force 4 and Tag Force 5. I don't know if they made a 6 or not, but Tag Force 4, 5, and 6, that was Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds now, no longer GX. Tag Force 3 was the last one of the GX games of the Tag Force. And you know how much I played this game? I played it so much, I have never opened the let's see, the 3 limited edition official game cards inside. It was Mad Reloader, Dark Bribe, and Chaos Blast. I still have those. I still have those. Never opened. They're not open anywhere. It's still complete. Uh, it's still complete. Everything's good in this game. Just Yu-Gi-Oh! I do hate the spine. All Yu-Gi-Oh! Games have that stupid spine I hate. It's just white and plain, no pizzazz kind of like spine. Like Daxter. Let's look at Daxter. Yeah, you see that? So that's my save file on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2. Now the last two, well, this one it's my fault, and the other one, it's a miracle. It's just you watch. This the third one, second to the last one I should say as well, semi-final, whatever, is actually Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Alright, so it's actually my fault on this one. Most likely, maybe. Okay. I was playing some friends with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Smash Bros. Melee. It was the hottest games at the time. No one wanted to play anything else. I had Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Sonic Heroes. We had I've like the best GameCube games. But, you know, everyone wanted to play Sonic Adventure 2 because of its how speed and fast it is, and everyone's like, oh my god, Shadow's so good at this game. Just because I'm here. Just because I'm here. Man, you know how much I like Sonic Adventure 2. But the way okay, this is what happened. When I went to the bathroom, they wanted to play a new story because I guess they didn't know that you can go to stage select and place the very first story level in the game and actually play from there. They wanted to make a new story. And it's not bad. I wasn't like 100% in the game or anything. I 100% on the Dreamcast. I have already. But just say they overwrite the story. The whole thing. I was, I beat the game. I beat the last story. Beat both stories. One sucky thing is I had a child who's like Beast, and now he's gone. That's the only sad thing about this. He's gone. You're probably saying, but the child data doesn't get overridden. Let's just say they deleted that because they wanted to make their own childs. They didn't know how. My friend Emilio knew about GameCube games. He said to just go delete the file because they never hear me play Chow's World, and they just thought it was okay. So that fault was theirs, but the save data files on them was my fault, kind of. It's because I told them they could play a new game. They just didn't know that you could do that by just going to memory card selection and do that, or go to stage selection and just play from the very first level in whichever story you want to play on, Hero or Dark. They didn't know. So it might have been my fault for not telling them that. So that's kind of what I'm saying. It might have been my fault for that, but the child one for sure is their fault, but just they didn't know. So yes, that's my history on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Save, data, written, whatever, lost. Honestly, if you want to know, this is still the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle that I bought brand new with my dad. You're probably saying, oh, that's touching. We never hear from your dad. Well, thank you. I don't talk about him that much because when I do, I get a little bit emotional. But yeah, actually, I remember buying this at a. Oh man, the company's not around anymore, but it's only available in like California and selected states. What was it? Fred Meyers. That's what it's called. Fred Meyers. Maybe I don't know if they're still around or not, or if they called something different. I got this at Fred Meyers, and well, I remember it was right by Harmon's, which the Harmon's I'm thinking of is still there, which that's cool. And well, it's the same Sonic Adventure 2 Battle game disc I still had since then. You want to know how good of a kid I was just with playing this game? It's so good. There's nothing on it. There's nothing bad about it. It still looks brand new as hell. I take care of my games. I'm just pointing out. So that's my story on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. The last game save. Some of you are probably saying, just because the save data on this game is probably like, oh, It happens to all those games. Just because they're kind of old now. You just play as an emulator, ROM, whatever. Uh, I'm not saying I like playing on the ROM or emulator, because they're really easy games to play because they're RPGs. You can play on any emulator if you want. But this is just a miracle. Alright. I was just playing because, my friend challenged me to, who could be Pokemon Yellow version the fastest. So I did that, and, I remember I was so close to the Elite Four. I think I was already at Giovanni, the last gym leader in the game. I think it was in Violet City. And my team was, 3 starters, Pikachu, and then 2 others. I think my team was Primeape and Clefable, which I never used Clefable. I heard from someone, I don't remember, one of my friends told me that Clefable can know Ice Beam and Tri-Attack, which is really 2 good moves in the game. And I never played Clefable. That's the thing. I don't use Clefable. I don't use normal types at all in my teams. I don't. But I wanted to use Clefable, so I did that. I wasn't actually pick like, I don't know, some other Pokemon. I don't know, like Nidoking or something. I don't know. But I used Clefable. So all right. So this is, oh yeah, I did use Pidgeot or Pidgeotto at a time because I wasn't sure if Charizard could fly, and he does. So yeah. So I did that, and I remember saving there. I remember that perfectly. Next, I wanted to turn it on because my Game Boy was dying. It was a Game Boy Advance actually. That SP rechargeable. It was just dying charge. So I charged it up. I called up my friend. Well, not really called up. I kind of just went to his house and told him how far was he. He said he was 7-6 gym around there. He was trying to grind up. I didn't want to tell him legitly what gym or close to where I was, because if I told him that, he was going to get extra hard and dedicated to even get where I'm at. So I told him a lie. I told him at the 6th gym, said something like that, so I can kind of like not pumped him up to get to the next gym really that fast. So I told him that my SP was just charging and all that because I played it a lot, and yeah, so he did the same. So I was like, yes. And then we played a while outside and all that stuff. But once that happened, it was like nighttime and we had no school or anything. So I just started to play more Pokemon. But when I booted up the game, the save file was gone, not there. I'm thinking to my head, what has happened? I do not know. I do not know. I asked my sister if she played it, but she never plays any games. She doesn't play anything. She only plays with me if for some special occasion, but she never plays anything. I told her, "Did you play Pokemon? Did you play this?" It's like no, because she used to be a really big fan of Pokemon too, until grew up, all that stuff. But she said no. All right, so I just assumed she didn't, because I kept on thinking exactly when I came back into my room. The Game Boy Advance SP was exactly where I left it. Exactly how it was. Didn't even look like it moved. The wire was exactly how it looked, everything. I know my dad doesn't play anything. My mom for surely doesn't play anything. I could not think. I wanted to blame my dog at the time. Not Ginger that everyone knows, but my other dog that died about 2 years ago. So I don't want to talk about it that much, but I wanted to blame that dog. But like I can't blame a dog. So I just kept thinking, what was going on? I could not think. I wanted my save data so bad to come back. I was literally turning off and on the game. I'm like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Keep on saving. Oh my god, new game. No, turn it off. Turn it back on. Press A. Press A. Press A. Go to the continue loading screen or whatever the hell. It's still not there. I was thinking maybe just the game wasn't loading or something. I don't know. Maybe Maybe it was dirty, so I cleaned it up. It didn't even look dirty, actually. I cleaned it, but it wasn't dirty at all. I cleaned it. I was, blowing on it to freaking, clean it and dry it off and all that stuff. But it was still not working. So I don't know. And then my friend hurried up and called me up because he didn't know how to get to Cinnabar Island. I told him don't go through the water from the 6th gym. That's what we called it, Fuchsia City. Just to the 6th gym to the 7th gym. Go to the first town, Pilot Town, and go down from there, which everyone does. So I told him that. He knew what to do, so I was like, great. Now I have to figure out my game. So I don't know what happened. I just started looking at the game, just hoping. I was maybe gonna cry. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I forget. I was just hoping that it would just come back. I was thinking maybe I was being too cocky or something to my friend, or just tell him a lie, and that's my punishment for telling him a lie at the time. And then I don't know what happened, but magically, it's a miracle, I turned it on the next 5 minutes when I went to just go to the bathroom because I just could not know. I turned it on one last time. Well, not my last time, but we're just going to turn it on again. And it was back. My save data was back. I was thinking, what has happened? I don't know. I was thinking like Dragon Ball Z stuff. Maybe I had Dragon Balls and just wished it back or something. I don't know. But honestly, I was so happy it came back. I did not care what I was going to do. I was not going to turn it off again. I was not. Literally, this is what I did. If I wanted to turn off the game, I didn't. I left it overnight on my Game Boy Advance charging so I could keep on playing it. I did not want to turn it off. And then I did beat the Elite Four with the same team, the same everything. It was on the same game file. I went to my friend's house, hurried and showed him. I won the bet. I don't know what the hell we got for the bet, but it was something good, I guess. And I remember it was a game. I remember that, but I think it was a Game Boy Color game, actually. I don't have any Game Boy Colors games, really. Let me check here. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I must have won from. Oh, yeah, it was a Game Boy Advance game, right. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. I got the Fairy Odd Parent Shadow Showdown. That's what I got. He didn't like the game. He just wanted to see if we could bet on it. I was like, okay, I have nothing to lose because I'm not betting on anything, so that's good. I won. I got the game cool. I didn't really play it that much. The whole game save data on that is passwords. But anyways, I was just so glad that I got my save data back from Pokemon Yellow. This is the exact same version. Millions of people are going to hate me for this, but if you look at the back, I spelled my name weirdly on the back. It's like Hervin C. Just because there was a bit written stuff on the back, and I kind of wanted to erase it so hard, but I didn't want to come off. But because I got the game used a little, as you can tell on the cover with some black stuff right here, and I was really happy that it just came back. I really didn't know what to say. That is my story. I helped him through the rest of his Pokemon game. And then you want to know, what happens when you turned it off to your game? Did it came back? I saved right after I beat the Elite Four. It's because in the older games, you had nothing left to do yet. All you had left to do was catch Mewtwo when you were done. I did do that. I did know the Master Ball trick, all that stuff. There's a trick? No, just don't use the Master Ball at all until the end of the game, that's all. But, I did that 100% of the game. Well, not really. Didn't catch every single Pokemon. Didn't put every single 151 Pokemon to level 100. Each evolution, all that stuff, I did not do that. I turned off the game. I turned it back on like a day later just to see if it's back. I don't want to turn it on like automatically. It might have like jinxed it or something. It was there. I was 100% good. It was there. I didn't want to do anything left with it. I just wanted to praise the moment. Thank you, God, saying that I still have my Pokemon save file back. That was a miracle for me. the miracle for me. I didn't know, maybe I was hugging a Pikachu doll, which I still have over there, up there. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but thank you so much to the forces, I guess. I don't know what the hell to call it. I don't know what happened. The miracle, how I got my Pokemon save data file back. It was just a miracle. I don't know what happened. So, see you guys till then. Bye.